What's going on, everybody? This your boy T-Vocal, the host. I am in the building. Listen, T-Vocal hosts the show, Culture Connected TV, powered by NARD Music Group, and we have this special lady today, y'all. This wonderful lady, oh my God, when I tell you, a queen in the house, a lady in orange. But before we talk about who this is, I got some accolades, I got some things, because I had to, I had to do some little research and things like that, and I had to get my homework together because we have a wonderful woman today, y'all. And what I like about what we're going to talk about is it's much needed, much needed. So let's get to it. Okay, so give me one moment. Okay, here we go. My phone is tripping. I don't know what's wrong with my phone right now. It's just acting up today. But we definitely know the devil will.
Thank God for edits.
You hear me? Seriously.
No pressure.
Yes. Okay, here we go. A little bit that y'all need to know about this lady right here. All right. She is a accomplished national board certified psychotherapist and trauma specialist with over a decade of experience in education and counseling. She holds a Master of Education in School Counseling from Louisiana State University of Shreveport and currently serves as a behavior interventist for Caddo Parish Schools, advocating for students' mental health, which is definitely important, as a founder and managing partner of, come on now, the Family Connection Center. Ms. Simmons empowers family-facing challenges and promotes resilience. She established Louisiana Goes to College at Caddo Parish Magnet High School, inspiring first-generation college students to pursue their dreams, and prominent leader, come on, look at this, all these accolades, in the counseling field. Ms. Simmons served as president of the Louisiana School Counseling Association and sat on the board of, come on now, directors for the Louisiana Counseling Association, where she was honored as an Advocate of the Year. Now, that's some great stuff right there. Ms. Simmons is also a regular contributor on the KSLA segment Counselors Corner, advocating for mental health awareness, and serves on the board of Project Celebration, providing crucial support to survivors of abuse. Give it up today, ladies and gentlemen, for Ms. Simmons. Come on, how you doing, lady?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You doing well? Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Yes,
How
man.
about
Thank
that?
you, thank you for coming on the platform. Thank you for reaching out, because that means a lot to me when you see that. Here at Culture Collective TV, we're doing things with a positive way, a positive platform for people to come on and talk about things. But when you reached out to me, and I'm all about mental health. You being a therapist, I believe we need that. And sometimes, like, it's like a little stigma of, if you say, well, I'm going to therapy. Oh, you crazy. What's wrong with you? No, you don't have to be crazy to get a therapist to talk to about different things like that. I feel like some people, I believe we need that. Right. It's like an outlet, you know what I'm saying, outside this world, because there's so much going on, so much chaos, so much trauma that I believe women and men go through in life, and sometimes we held these things in, and it's kind of hard for us to let them out, because first of all, we don't trust people that we're around,
Right.
or we're embarrassed about it. So I feel like because of what you do, this is an outlet for them to get on the phone, or if it's face to face, to talk to someone that they never met before. You know what I'm saying? And also everything is, you know what I'm saying, it's private. You know, this is not, it's not leaving here. You know, I'm not going to tell your mama, because what you told me was kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely thankful for you being on here.
Yeah.
So tell the people who you are and where you from.
Well, I think you covered it
But
all.
but I know now, I probably covered all of it, but I know you got a little something that you probably didn't.
Yeah, I'll just sum it up. I am a psychotherapist.
Yes.
I do specialize in trauma. Originally from Memphis, Tennessee, but Shreveport has been my home since '08. So it is certainly home for me now.
Memphis, Tennessee.
That's where I grew up, born and raised.
Okay, so you're a Titans fan?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so
I have to be.
oh, yeah, right, yeah.
I have to be.
Come on, I love Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis is a place of that's blues, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
Blues and barbecue.
come on, I was about to
Blues
get to
and
that.
barbecue. I know.
Listen, that finger licking,
Yes.
some finger licking
Uh-huh.
barbecue in Memphis.
That's us.
Come on, so wow. So you've been here since 2008.
Yes.
Okay, so what made you transfer from Memphis to little old town of Shreveport, Louisiana?
Work brought me here. Work
Okay.
brought me here. Yeah.
Okay.
And work kept me.
Come on.
Came in as an educator, school counselor up at Magnet High School. Spent about 10 years there, roughly. And then I transitioned into private practice right after the pandemic.
Okay.
And when we came back to school from the pandemic, I transitioned as a behavior specialist and then into private practice.
So because we were doing the COVID was kind of at home, that kind of made you kind of transition to doing a private thing because you saw the the need, right? It was almost the demand,
the demand.
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm thankful that I didn't go crazy or bananas because we had to sit at the house.
Right.
But some people did.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, divorce rate skyrocketed.
Yeah, right.
Depression skyrocketed, anxiety skyrocketed.
Come on.
So
it was almost like how the funeral homes were making a lot of money because our loved ones were leaving because of COVID, but also too the therapist world, y'all was making a little money too.
We were. The demand.
Right.
Absolutely.
It was something that was very well. We needed, just like how I was telling one of my friends that own I was like, man, let me hold a couple thousand because Doc, you them body was slaying.
Hitting us up.
Y'all was slaying them body left and right. Y'all had funerals. Oh my God. Let me get them. I see them residual. Let me see that check. You know what I'm saying? So but that right there is also too. I mean, it's a blessing for y'all because it was well needed, but then also too we kind of saw the importance of it now.
Yes.
And I believe too during COVID, we started to talk about mental health a little bit more.
A lot.
Social media, people that have been talking about this so much now it was a spotlight on them, so they was getting recognized more on social media, talking about mental health and things like that. So it's very important because it's just so sad what happened to the football player a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Kyron Lacey.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? He was dealing with mental health, and he was a strong athlete.
Right.
He was a leader.
Right.
I mean, if you see, I mean, I didn't know him personally, but I'm definitely an LSU fan. So I definitely love to always look up some of the players and things like that. And I've always loved his spirit. Even when I went to the games, you know, I got to see him score a touchdown. Just how he is when he celebrates, and just how he is with his teammates. And to see that, it's mind blowing.
Yes.
And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Even him.
Yeah. Check on your strong friends.
Come on. Right. And that's
although
that's
we know he was going through some stuff, you know, with his case. But definitely check on your strong friends or those who appear to be doing well. But I think in the Kyron Lacey case, one of the I think his dad said it best. Don't just settle for I'm fine with your children.
Come on.
You know, learn some probing questions. Learn how to get in there. Learn how to connect with them. Teenagers can be a little bit difficult, you know, because they are going through a lot of changes themselves, right? But definitely ask those probing questions. And if you don't know how, reach out, mom, dad, call somebody. But don't settle for the one-word answers. I'm good. Nothing. Fine. You know, probe, get in there and find out what's going on with them and do your best to connect with them.
So you did mental health in Memphis, right?
I did not do mental health in Memphis. I became a licensed therapist here.
Okay. And so you saw the importance back then that, you know what, I can make this. This is what. Well,
the need. I tell you what really encouraged me to go into mental health. I was on the campus of Magnet High School, and the need there. You know, I was working with a large gifted population of students as a school counselor, and more we had students coming in who were suffering from anxiety, depression, students on the autism spectrum, right? And so I felt like I needed a little bit more to help them. So while I was working as a school counselor, I went back and got my mental health license, right? So it was later that it was at the pandemic when I transitioned into private practice. I went on to support the district as a behavior specialist, and then I went into private practice. So it was actually, as working as a school counselor, I did see the need, the growing number of students coming in suffering from depression and anxiety.
That's it.
Yep, with the diagnoses.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the counselors are important in schools.
They are.
They're
They're the
not
heartbeat.
just right. They're not just counselors just telling you, hey, take this class and
Right,
and do
right.
this. No, it's more than no.
That is
no,
true.
they're going to tap into, what I'm saying, and parents, let these people counsel.
That's right. That's right. And
You
school
know,
counseling, it's
yes.
three-pronged. They do focus on academics, but they also focus on that
Yes.
social emotional literacy as well as college and career readiness. So they're
on.
busy. School counselors are busy.
Yes, yes. It's almost like I feel like they are dissecting every child.
The whole child.
I
They
mean,
treat the whole child.
Right. I mean, from mental. Everything. Everything.
Right,
So
right.
so listen, counselors are very important in schools.
Yes, they
Yes,
are.
y'all love on them. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Buy them something to eat or something like that, and also too, and just encourage anybody that's in the therapy field. You know what I'm saying? Because they carry a lot of weight.
Yes. Yes.
So before we get to some more questions, how do you release those burdens that come onto you? Like, that's a lot.
The job is heavy. Of course, you learn how to not absorb it all.
Okay.
But in your humanness, you're gonna absorb something.
Facts.
Right.
Right.
And
That's
so,
why,
have healthy diet, exercise. Right. Have your self-care routine, whatever that is. It's going to differ from therapist to therapist. But yeah, for me, I love to sit with friends, have intimate talks with friends. And so after I've had enough, I'm calling my girls. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
right,
calling
right,
us, what y'all doing, right?
Right.
Or, but diet, exercise, that's probably part of the daily routine. But every now and then, definitely have to connect with friends to get a little dopamine of my own.
So what motivates you the most?
Oh, what motivates me most? I think what motivates me most is being able to wake up every day and show up for people.
Come on, show
Having
up.
the ability to show up for people. I find that motivating.
So when you say show up, help us when you say show up.
Well,
What do you mean by show up?
When I say show up, understanding and knowing how to put me aside and be 100% present for my students, 100% present for the teachers and the administrators that I support throughout the day. Then, of course, my clients at night in the evenings. So that when I say show up, that's what I mean, being able to put me aside and be 100% present. Can I do that all the time? No. But when I can't, though, I'm also motivated by my ability to say no.
Come on.
Right? Because I realize not all folks have that, right? And they push, and then, they run out. So that's what motivates me, But more importantly, just really being able to show up and help folks.
That's so awesome. So tell us about the Family Connection Center.
Glad you asked.
Yes, come on, come on.
Well, the Family Connection Center,
Yes.
it's a counseling agency, and there we focus on building healthy relationships in spaces that we call family. So we define family as not necessarily the bloodline. Family are the folks that you choose. So establishing healthy relationships in all of the spaces that we call family. We have a work family. We have our friend family, right? And then we have our biological family.
Right.
And so the focal point there is teaching individuals how to build healthy relationships in all of those spaces.
Come on.
Right? Adoption, we have a unique component there that we're going to launch in June with specializing in adoptions. I'm going to bring on another therapist, and she actually specializes in adoption. So we're going to be building, helping couples build families as well through adoption.
Wow, that's major.
Yep. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because that definitely that needs counseling too.
It does, because you're bringing in, children who may have come from a different background or
Teaching
particularly, different genetics. So,
Yes, yeah.
So we have to teach them how to bond.
Yeah. And so is that pretty difficult at sometimes?
It can be, because sometimes, and love our foster parents, love our adopted parents, because there's so many children in need. But a lot of times, those children come from hard places, right? And so teaching families how to bond with them, how to connect with them, because you can't correct a child you're not connected with, right?
Yeah.
So our job is to teach them how to connect with them. Teach them how to connect with them so that they can build healthy relationships.
So what if it's not the child, but it's the foster parent, and you kind of go over there and kind of give it? So I mean, do y'all do checkups and things like that?
We don't necessarily do home visits,
okay.
right?
I just see that in movies.
Right,
you know
I know. Well, no,
movies they got their
social workers. Yeah. We don't do home visits. We're not social workers.
Nah, baby, that ain't. I'm gonna get you out of here tomorrow, okay?
No, we don't do. We don't.
Okay,
Families they will come into the office, right? And a lot of times in that dynamic, if you're dealing with an adoption dynamic, they come into the office, right?
Okay.
And so, and we start with whatever presenting challenges they may have.
Okay.
Now, with adoption, it's usually pretty basic. They're just trying to figure out, how do I connect with this child that I did not birth?
Yeah.
Right? How do I build this relationship? And then, as I mentioned before, if the child is coming from a hard place, there may be some trauma. So then we have to really, dig in and do some unique things. And we probably will counsel the child as well, right? Depending on the age, we start with teenagers.
Okay.
But if it's a younger child, I'll refer them out, to another therapist that works with children, younger children. But yeah, that can be pretty dynamic because the issues, it ranges.
So how do you plan to continue to empower today's youth?
You got to meet them where they are. You just got to be flexible. You got to meet them where they are.
Yes.
You got to be flexible. You got to be present with children. I mean, totally present. And I do believe this generation is calling us to a space of presence because, they aren't being raised the way we were being raised, and not to say that that's a bad thing, right? It's just that they require us to be present and meet them where they are. And in order to do that, we have to drop some of our own way of being, right? In order to be present and meet children where they are. Listen to them.
Yeah, because I feel like these kids, it's like if you tell me you coming tomorrow, you better be there.
Yeah.
Because they will. I don't want nothing to do with you. And it's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's this era, they different. And I like, to be honest, I kind of like it because
I was just about to say, that's not a bad thing.
Right, because
they're going to hold you accountable.
That's what I'm saying. They're holding you accountable these days. When Uncle or Auntie and them say, we're coming to get you tomorrow. Yes, if they didn't come, we okay. We just knew Auntie and them was just playing. But now these kids, no, you got no. And they will, and also too, like some of these, they will tell you.
Yeah, they're not afraid.
Thank you. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to open up their mouth and tell you how they feel and things like that. And which I love. I love today how these kids are on that. You know what I'm saying?
And as a therapist, so do I. Yeah. Because the work then is not to get them out of fear. It's just to help them balance it so that they don't become reckless, right? But we can help them balance that courage they have so that they don't become reckless. But yes, I love the fact that most children today are not afraid to speak up, and not afraid to hold you accountable.
That's a great thing.
It is. It really is.
These kids, hey.
Oh yeah, they speaking up and out.
You hear me? So how did it feel to be honored as an Advocate of the Year? How did it feel?
That was very rewarding.
Yeah.
That year we worked really hard. There were a couple bills at the state that were centered around counseling, right? School counseling and both mental health counseling. One of our biggest accomplishments there was advocating for what we call the interstate, which will allow us to gain licensure in other states without having to go through all the rigorous things, right? And so if you're licensed in one state, then passing that interstate bill helped us to establish licensure in other states. It made it much easier, right? And so it's kind of like Texas accepting Louisiana therapists. To do a few things, but not a lot, not as much as we had to do in the past, even sitting for their state exam. So that was a major accomplishment that year. Another major accomplishment that year was advocating for school counselors.
Come on.
School counselors dropping some of those non-counseling duties, allowing them to focus more on those 3 pillars I mentioned earlier: academics, social emotional literacy, and college and career readiness. Studies were showing that school counselors were saddled with a lot of non-counseling duties, and as a result, kids and parents were suffering. They were struggling. And so we advocated that year for school counselors to drop, for districts to drop some of those non-counseling duties. And East Baton Rouge Parish laid the groundwork for that. That year, their director actually did just that. She removed all non-counseling duties from her school counselors, and so that paved the way for other districts to do it as well. So we were pretty excited about that. That was some accomplished work. That was some accomplished work.
That. Yes.
That was some accomplished
work. Come on. Yes. Look at that. Y'all see what we have in Shreveport, Louisiana? Greatness. Come on, Queen.
Yeah, I did not do it alone. It was
right. I understand most definitely. Yes. But today is about you, though. It's about you today.
Okay, then.
Yes, it's about you. I understand about that.
I'll take that.
Because it's not about, listen, it makes, listen, teamwork makes the dream work. We totally understand that you definitely had a team to make things happen. So I definitely, but today is about you. We're giving you your flowers on this show because we thankful for what you do and continue to do what you do. And I know, and I feel the presence of God on you, and I know that you keep him everywhere you go. So that's definitely a plus. Amen.
Amen.
Got to keep him
next
to us.
Yes, indeed.
Huh? Front and back.
Do you hear me?
Because God, when I get this, protect my mind. Come on,
there you go.
And I feel like when I do any editing or anything, I pray before I edit. I pray when I send things out to clients, and I know you probably do the same thing when you're dealing, because also too, I feel like I got a couple of friends that are and they are therapists, but I tell them all the time, it's a ministry to y'all.
Yes. It is. It is a ministry.
It is. You don't have to be ordained. All that. It is a ministry because you are meeting a need, but also too you are working with a spiritual warfare.
Yes, you are.
And you gotta tap in. You gotta know who you serve, and also guide me. Right. Because you can say the wrong things.
Right. Yes, you can.
You can read all the books you want about this and graduate and cum laude and all that and
that is true.
But
that is true.
Can say the wrong thing to the wrong kid or the wrong adult.
Right.
And
then
cause
more harm.
Come on. So I feel like, what I'm saying, at some, you got to be a little bit led by God. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You need to study to show yourself approved.
Yes.
You need to study, but also to, what I'm saying, let God come in to help you when it comes, because I feel like it is a ministry. And when I tell you, I really do take mental health seriously. I got a couple of friends. I have a comedian. He talks about it, what I'm saying, on his set about mental health, that he deals with anxiety and things like that. And I'm so thankful for even him to open up like that, because he's helping someone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people struggle with it, but then they kind of feel like, you know how it is. When it's okay. It's okay to get help. If you have bipolar and these different other things, it's okay to go see you. It's okay. So y'all go tap in. Y'all y'all go tap into someone and go talk, because we love you. We want you here. We want you to live. We want you to be free and not be bonded about a lot of things that goes on in your head.
Right.
And I pray all the time. Every time I wake up, thank you, God, for my activities of my living, but also, God, my right mind, and also to peace of mind.
That's so important.
Ooh, because because you're dealing with it every day, and you seeing like, Lord, ooh, I'm thankful. Thank you, Lord, because and it's so crazy because we complain and we all this type of stuff every day about small, minute things. But here you got this person over here battling constantly. Probably want to, lose their life. But here you over here, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Yep.
I'm thankful, and I'm so thankful. So I'm so thankful for you, and I'm going to continue to pray for you and others that do the same work that you do, because it's well needed here in our city, in our state, in the country and world.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it. We need the prayers. Yes,
Oh yeah,
we do.
prayer.
We need the prayers.
You hear me?
We
Yes,
need the
ma'am.
prayers.
But before you go,
Okay.
yes, we got two more questions. You know,
Okay.
before
I
you
got
go.
time.
You got time?
Yeah.
Okay then. Okay, she got time.
I got time.
I got time today.
I got time today.
Come on. So, if you could give one piece of advice to our audience, what would it be?
Know that it is okay not to be okay. And then go find you a therapist.
Amen.
Like, go find you somebody. It's so many out there. And then keep in mind, we all have specialties, right? You know, I specialize in trauma. I see teens, teenagers, adults, families, right? But there are wonderful therapists that works with children. And so like I said, we all have our specialties. Some therapists specialize in grief. Some therapists only treat mood disorders. So whatever the issue is, or whatever you may be dealing with, it's a therapist out there. You just have to go find it. And one great resource is Psychology Today. You can Google that, got Psychology Today. You can put our name in, or you can just filter by zip code. Another wonderful tool that the pandemic brought for mental health counseling is telehealth. So you can get counseling from the comfort of your home. So it's a lot of tools out there for you. But yeah, my advice would be is to know that it's okay not to be okay, and go and find a therapist to talk to if you're struggling. Because like I said, there's a lot of us out there now, and so mental health is no longer a taboo subject.
Come on.
So that would be my advice. Yeah.
Y'all heard it from her. Miss KEISHA Simmons. Y'all heard it from her. She gave us some great advice. So y'all tap into to what she has going on. And so how can they follow you? How can they, someone say, I enjoyed this segment today, Tommy. How can give me some information?
Yeah, Keisha M. Simmons. Keisha M. Simmons on all of your social media outlets. That's where you find me. Yeah. Google me.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can, okay.
Google me.
You can okay. You can Google her. Google.
So yeah, Keisha M. Simmons on all of your social
Yes,
media outlets.
Come on.
Yeah, that's me.
So what's the next for Miss KEISHA Simmons? What's the next
Well,
thing?
the next
what
is
we got
to
coming?
growth is practice.
Yes.
Super excited about the practice. Like I said, we're going to bring on the adoption piece in June, so I'm super excited about that. Continue to do contributing on KSLA, their Mind Matters and Counselor Corner.
Yes.
But yeah, the focus this summer is going to be to grow the practice.
Cool.
Yep.
So let me ask you, do they have any type of because we have a lot of food festivals and music festivals. Do they have like a mental health awareness festival or some type of thing that people can go to during the year or?
Anything I don't know of one for the city. Now, we do have typically what happens during awareness days. Like this past month was Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And, a lot of times during those awareness days, they will call us out. Most of us are often searched to serve on panels to talk about mental health.
Okay.
I know churches have started to host a lot of mental health and wellness workshops and panels, but I don't know of a mental health fair, so they might be onto something.
Come on.
We may need to do something.
Most definitely.
We just planted a seed.
Look at it. Just listen. That's what we do on this platform.
I don't know of a fair.
And let it manifest.
But we often serve on panels or called to serve, like I say, on panels.
I feel like that's
like
needed.
That.
I feel like that's needed, and for some people here in the city that people look up to that might have mental health issues to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, hey, it's okay. I'm one. I go to someone, you know what I'm saying, because I deal with anxiety. Oh, really? I did not know that. Well, let me go somewhere.
Right.
Because sometimes, you know, I feel like, you know, like I say, it's still that, I don't know if I want to go because I think that, you know, this and this. And then also, too, like, I know it costs, but they have insurance and stuff like that that you can, you know, and stuff like that that you can sign up for and things.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So it's ways to be able to.
It's ways to pay for it. It's ways to afford it, for
See?
sure.
Come on.
Yeah, it's ways to afford it, for sure. Just like I said, just do your research. Go find you somebody, and then do your research. Reach out and see, you know, if they take insurance. If not, then what form of payment do they allow? And just go from there. But yeah, there are ways to pay for it now.
Now I've also seen. I had a friend. She used the Oculus. What do you call those things? The like goggles you could put on, and she have it for people that with anxiety
and depression. The different treatments.
Yeah,
we have.
And
some,
I was like, that's so
some
neat.
Unique tools. Yes, we do. We have
like,
some unique tools.
So it's not, you know, and that's what's so neat about it, because you don't have to just be on the phone talking to someone or being face to face, but you literally can be in the goggles and, you know, and be treated with whatever, you know what I'm saying. If you're scared of spiders, they might have spiders and stuff like that to kind of,
all types of
so
modalities and techniques that we can use.
I know there's probably a little more of an expensive package. that'll come with the print. That's a premium package, right?
Tools
That's
tools cost. That's for sure.
That's the diamond special.
They cost.
But if you just want just the regular, then they have that. But if you you know, a person that definitely have the means or the funds, or you got a good place where you got good insurance and all that good stuff, then definitely level up to those different type of options, because y'all have plenty of options. You know what I'm saying. So y'all tap into that.
Out-of-pocket pay, you know, sometimes clients will opt to cover out of pocket because they don't want the paper trail of the insurance.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Depending on their, you know, where they work,
right,
or they may just want to pay. So that's an option as well. Yeah. Out of pocket pay is an option.
Come on.
So I've had there are ways to pay for it, for sure.
There are ways to pay for it.
Yes.
So like we say, this is our mental health awareness. I need y'all to tap on in to Miss KEISHA. She's doing a great thing for here in our city. I'm thankful for you and what you're doing. We're going to continue to pray for you at Culture Connected TV. Me and D Ford, Dorian Ford. Yeah. She's going by Dorian.
Yeah, I
she's
missed
Dorian
you.
Ford.
I
Yes,
missed Dorian today.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I just love her energy. Yeah,
listen, she has great energy. But we definitely got to get you back on when she is available to tap in some more, because like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And
it is.
And it might be, you know, we might can do like some type of just a special mental thing that we probably get like a panel, you know what I'm saying, and get some more therapists to come on, and we just kind of just tap in and just talk about some issues and things like that, and might have a lot live audience, because I feel like those are healing moments.
Like some Q&A.
Come on, right? So we might need to link up, and we probably can have it here and do some type of mental health awareness type of panel event, something. We'll think of something.
That's a good idea. And then May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
So
so we got time, and then you know, I get the team together, call them up. We dream team. We can definitely plan something, get some finger foods and things like that, and just have some people come out.
Just have us a little session, session right here in the studio.
Yeah, seriously, I'm so serious.
Talking about some of those hot topics, dating and
come on,
depression, anxiety,
come on,
all that stuff. Working with teens, mood disorders. You know, that'll be fun.
I'm not playing with you now.
That'll be. Well, those are the questions I get in my inbox all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Dating.
They be asking about dating.
They do.
What they be saying?
If I post something, you know, they'll say, well, they'll hit me with a case scenario.
Oh Lord. No, it's them. Well, my auntie, she dealing with this, How do she get over this man? Girl,
Well,
no, it's
really,
you. Stop lying. No, it's you.
Usually it's
come on.
personal. No, they will. Full disclosure, they'll say, I have a question, and then they'll shoot. They'll go into whatever the question is. Yeah, but usually something I post may prompt it.
Okay,
I get those questions in my inbox a lot, and working with teens, questions about grief. Get a lot of questions about grief because grief is so complex. So I do get a lot of questions about grief and raising children.
So do you answer these, or do you be like, well, listen, you can. I give you my.
I answer them.
Okay.
I answer them. Then of course, if I have an
If you want some
opening,
now, if you
I'll
want more
say-
now, hold up now. You ever get this
No,
this free-
I answer them. Yeah, and if I'll answer them, and
Yeah,
then
that's so nice of
I
you.
always give my credentials. If they want more, then I'll tell them how to reach me. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll answer them because
That's so nice of
yeah,
you.
a lot of times I could tell the time of the day it comes in that
Mm-hmm.
the person is heavy. So I'm just gonna not answer, right? Yeah, I'll answer them enough to hopefully provide comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I have an opening, I'll invite them into the office. If I don't, I'll if they want therapy, I'll
Right,
refer them
right.
out to someone.
Look at it. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start checking your posts so I can ask you a question.
Yeah. Well, I just launched the Family Connection Center page, so it'll have some stuff there. I need to invite some folks to join it. I think they just set it up day before yesterday or something. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, usually if I post something on my page, I'll get somebody's going to chime into my inbox. Yeah. So yes, folks are hurting, and so my advice is to talk to somebody. It's okay to not be okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and go and talk to somebody.
Please. And check on your what?
Yeah, check on your strong friends.
Check on your strong
check on
friends.
Your strong friends. They're not okay.
Come on. That's
And know
important.
how to, because your strong friends, they will hit you with, oh, girl, I'm good, I'm fine. So you got to pay attention
Know
to
how to
them.
approach.
Well, you got to pay attention
And
to
pay
them.
attention.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
really have to pay attention to them. A lot of times they will withdraw. Excuse me, they will withdraw. Or if they become too clingy, if they want more time than usual. It's like, okay, I know she likes to get out, but she wants to, she's been calling.
So is that like in
every
relationships
weekend.
too?
Sometimes.
If someone's very clingy.
Yeah. You have to pay.
It's
If
kinda-
it's out the norm, what I typically tell people to do is look for unusual behavior,
Okay.
right? Anything that's unusual for you, right? If you're typically a loner, then all of a sudden you're out all the time. There could be, it's
Right.
like
What
there
you
could
do
be
in the
something
club?
going on. Yeah, it could be something going
What?
on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
look for unusual behavior. And in order to identify unusual behavior, you got to know the person. You got to know what's usual. So you got to pay attention. That's why I said pay attention to your friends. Know
Yes.
them.
Know them.
Know them. Know them.
So we can make sure that they okay, because everybody ain't okay all the time.
Everybody's not okay all the time.
Everybody ain't happy all the time. And
Yeah.
I'm so thankful. People like, man, tell me why you like you are, man. Well, it's the God in me. And also too, I asked God for this long time ago.
Right.
To have the personality that I have.
Yeah.
To be opening to anybody to come in and talk. I'm surprised I didn't go in that type of field, because
Right.
I was having therapy sessions with my friends in middle school.
You were the go-to person for advice.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I asked God for wisdom.
That's good.
Have I been through a lot? Yes, but I haven't been through a lot but God has downloaded wisdom that I can, you know what I'm saying? And I'm led by the Spirit. So
Right.
even at an early age, I knew who God was, and He was already living through me anyway.
Right,
So
right.
even when I was now that I see, when I was back then on the phone with my friends and they're crying, God was using me then. You know what I'm saying, to comfort them at the moment. You know what I'm saying, and it's like you have to be careful what you say, because when people lose a loved one, be careful what you say. I know how you feel. Stop lying. You don't know how they feel. Don't tell them that. I hate when they say that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it gonna be okay? I know how you. No, you don't. You don't know
No.
what this person is going
Right,
through.
right.
I feel like it just certain things you need to say, and then I feel like back off.
Right. Right.
If you're not in the intimate, if you're not in the family, you know, because outside looking in, we can go so hard and be like, God, it's too much. It's overwhelming. Golly, not, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you should check on them, say the right things, you know what I'm saying, and then back off. And if they need you, I promise you, they will call.
Right.
Especially if you open up that door for them to open, you know what I'm saying? That's even with that. I feel like you just need to just kind of, because death is hard for a lot of people.
Right.
I deal with death totally different. It took me a couple of years for me to cry after my first grandmother died, because I understand death, and I know that she was going to a better place because she served a great God.
Right.
So it was a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Now, has it been hard when I knew someone that I don't kind of, dang it, that hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because something you be like, dang, why didn't go talk to them, or why didn't invite them to Christ, or why didn't do, you know, more. You know what I'm saying? So it just, it is crazy back then that I was already a therapist, and I'm still to this day. People will call me and I forget. Yeah. I'm like, you know, when you give it to God, He put it, you know, into the sea of forgetfulness, and I'm like that too as well.
Right,
like,
right.
And if you tell me something confidential, it goes in the back of my mind, but it's like I'm not for the where, girl, let me tell you about Tim. He told me yesterday, and it's right there, just
That's
juicy.
good.
No, I because I feel like, man, we need trustworthy people here on this earth. That don't have a title.
Right.
Why do you have to have a title to do right by people?
Right.
You know, no, you don't have to have titles and things like that to do right by people.
Right.
And so that's just how I am. So I'm so thankful again for you to do what you do. I kind of do I'm bootleg over here. I do a little bootleg therapist, but you know, but we both helping our friends and family members, and also to people that we don't know. And it's just, I love people.
Yes.
I love people.
Yes.
I love God's people.
And that's the foundation.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
People.
Loving God's people. It don't matter what color.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for my parents. So thankful for my mother. She don't see a stranger. And it's just like that with me. And so it's easy for people to just talk to me for about 5 minutes now. Now I know their whole story.
Right.
Or they asking me these things. Like, now they getting personal. Like, why they feel so comfortable with me? What is it about me that they feel so comfortable? And I had to ask God that a long time ago. Because, son, that's because I gave that to you.
Right.
You know, and I'm thankful for that people are just so freely to sit down on the couch and just talk about certain things, and knowing that they can feel safe when they leave, that I'm not going to talk about them.
Right.
I'm not going to mistreat them. I'm not going to look at them differently, because who I am the judge. I'm not God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can do is pray for you and continue to lead you to the right way of where you probably need to go. You know what I'm saying? If you are walking into darkness, let me bring you back to the light. Right. And that's just the type of person I'm just going to just bring you back to the light.
Right. Well, I tell you what, friendships are as equally as important as having a therapist. So thank you for being a good friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
We
Most
need
definitely.
our friends.
We need them. Yeah, we need them, because everybody
friends.
ain't a friend. And it's so crazy how people will get offended when you say, I'm not, no, you're an associate.
Yeah.
I know who you are, but if you don't know my daughters, or you don't know where I stay, or you don't know my favorite foods, or you don't know my mother's birth or something like that, then how, you know, but people, you know, so y'all chill out. Stop being on your feelings when people say you're associate, things like that. Don't take the friend so come on.
Right.
Hey, get that together. But thank you again. Like I say, we definitely got to get that going. We need to get some dates. Yeah. We definitely need to get that panel and invite some people to come.
That's exciting.
That would be so dope.
It. Let me know.
That would be so dope to do here in this space, because like I say, I am an advocate of mental health, and I definitely want to see that continue to prosper and grow here in our city, because We need it. Amen.
Well, we appreciate you, and thank you so much for allowing me to come
Most
on
definitely,
and talk about
I appreciate
mental
you.
health and mental health awareness.
Yes, I appreciate you for
Trying to make our
for
rounds.
reaching out and wanting to be on this platform, because this is what we made it for, me and D, for Culture Connected TV, for people to come on this platform and to tell the people about what they're doing, but also to educate our people, you know what I'm saying, and to support.
Right. Well, y'all do such a wonderful job, and as you know, I was making my rounds on the news. I thought, and when you reached out, I remember you reached out a while back.
Yes, right.
You know, about doing an interview. I was like, you know what, Tommy's set would be great to go and raise some mental health awareness.
Yes.
So let me double back.
Yes.
Let me double back and see if you still want to have me on.
Most definitely, yes. I know when you did, you had some things come up, and you know, it was just right timing. And I said, I'm glad that you reached back out. You know what I'm saying, because this is what we made this for, this platform for people like you to be on and enjoy yourself and have a great time.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us today. Hey, this is your boy T Vokalz, the host, Culture Connected TV in the building. NARD Music Group Studios. Yes, we here. Thank y'all. Listen, mental health awareness. Yes, this is the month, correct? This
Yes.
is the month.
May.
Yes.
Yeah. May is the month.
This is the month. Come on. So y'all tap on in. And one more, how can they follow you again?
Oh, Keisha M. Simmons.
Come on.
All your social media outlets,
All
Keisha
of
M.
them.
Simmons. Don't forget the M.
And she gonna post some stuff. So y'all watch out for them. Y'all
sure I
watch out for the
I'm
posts.
sure I will.
Cause I'm definitely gonna check out what it. I'm just gonna mess with her one day and ask her a question.
Yeah. I know you will. I know you are.
Oh, most definitely. Yes, I definitely am. But thank y'all again. This your boy T Vokalz, the host. We up out of here. Peace.
Whoa, hey.
Oh,
Shouts out
here
to
we
our
go.
amazing fashion sponsors of the day.
Man, check out Rude Boys artwork, man. You can get it right now. Customize anything. They fresh to death.
And yes, honey, yarn earrings by Affirmed Accessories. Make sure you go on Facebook. Check us out right now so you can have the perfect pop for your outfit. It's cold outside and it will keep your ears and your neck warm. So listen, go and check out our people right now. They have amazing things in the city. Affirmed Accessories, Rude Boys artwork. If you have a business and you would like for us to rock your stuff and shout you out as well, make sure you get with the Culturally Connected, where we will get you connected. Peace.
Man, listen, check out Triple Moon Apothecary. Man, when I tell you they assault you up with your own swag, man, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, they got me right. So y'all show support. Yeah. Stoked. Peace. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy T Vokalz, the host. Listen, man, today is the day. SocialCon, man. You can get your tickets right now. The link is in below. Go support. It's a great thing that's coming to our city. Shreveport, Louisiana. Stand up SocialCon. I am a ambassador. It's your boy T Vokalz, the host. From Culture Connected TV, man. Hey, stay tuned, man. Let's go. Hey guys, listen, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you. What we thanking y'all for? Man, we are the top finalists for a great platform showing great positivity. And we thank y'all because that's what we stand on at Culturally Connected TV.
So shouts out to SocialCon. Thank you very, very much for everyone who went and voted, nominated Culturally Connected.
Yes.
Go follow SocialCon. Make sure you get your
tickets
right
right now.